Hello all, this is Jamie and Lola Tallulah, Poet Spice, and I'm here for a project share. Yes. You guys know I love dies. Yes. Right? I live and die for dies. Yes. Well, not really die, but you know. Love them. So I wanted to show you some projects I made. Now I made these a while ago. I don't know why it took me so long to do this video. Probably because I've done everything else under the sun but make this video. Anyway, as you know, excuse me, Crafter's Companion came out with their they actually call them create a card, but they create scene cards at the last 24-hour craft event. And so, of course, you know, being me, I love them, so I bought all 5 of them. So we have this one, which is the Country Fate. Okay, and I just love the scenes. All right, you had the Wisteria Window, Enchanted Garden with the little fairy. I love her carrot. I don't know why. I love her carrying that little dandelion thing. It's so cute. So you have this one. This is the Happily Ever After one. And you have, what do they call this? Kissing Gate. And I absolutely loved this one when I saw it. So I used the top 3. Actually, I used all the pieces in the top 3, and then I used this Wisteria piece here. Okay. So I want to show you how that came out. And pretty much, I used some 6x6 paper pads. And they were just a mixture of like Prima and so forth and all that kind of stuff. So nothing overly special, just old vintages. So the first one, now they stand up and they're accordion box cards like that. So you can create dimension. So they will stand up. Now I have to admit, I do not really like the accordion construction. I don't really like how that works because it gets all wonky, but it is what it is. So here's what this looks like. So you have your outside edge for the fairy. You see the little, so everything is on its own. It's got its own layer if you look in there. And you just layer them up how you want. And the pieces don't cut on the bottom. So it's basically edgeable dies, right? So that you can make them farther or higher or whatever. So she's just walking around in the back. And I just thought this was so cute and it was so fun to put together. This is the first one I did, so it was a little bit frustrating trying to figure out, you know, the depths and how high you wanted it. But once you get into it, it's a fun kind of construction thing. Yes. I did some of these. You'll see some of these in my Halloween in August collab videos, and a couple of them I did with foam tape, and I definitely like the foam tape construction. So there's that one. I'll show you the Kissing Gate because I love this Kissing Gate one. Now I've had them sitting down for a while. I did these like 2-3 weeks ago, probably more than that, but no, it's been more than that. It's probably been like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So they've been sitting flat for a while, but here you go. Accordion construction, and these were the first 3 that I made, so it's like kind of you're getting used to it and so forth. So you can see that, and I love this one. First of all, the gate's open, which is so cute in and of itself. I did the little church scene, and then I made a little pebble path using my Spectral Noirs just to draw that up there. I put the little flowers, cut the trees. Now I actually have 3 trees. I don't know if you can see it in there like that. It's kind of hard to show the inside, but there's 3 different trees on levels. For little churches, little things twisted. Now I will say this too. When you use these dies, this die cuts straight through. So you can see that hole right there. I think you can see it. See how you can see the sky through there? Well, you can see the same thing through the windows. So I went and put a layer behind it so it would look like wind, inside the church instead of looking straight through the building to the sky, because that's kind of weird. On the outside, these dies here, these ivy pieces and these flowers are actually, the ivy, I think, is Hunky Dory, and these flowers are actually a China die. So they're not in this collection, but I thought they looked perfect with it. I love this one. This one is my favorite of the 5 sets. I was like, I must have it, I must have it, I must have it. Okay, then they had, excuse me, my throat is on some other level of whatever. All right, so let me fluff this up a bit. Okay, so this one is the Happily Ever After. And you've got your layer of trees, and then this piece here. And then I put some of those flowers in there. They're actually from the fairy one. And then, because this has a little bunny, but I thought the bunny looked weird. So I'm like, I'm not putting the bunny on here. So these are from the fairies. And then you've got the 2 little people. Yes, yes, yes. And I went through and did some coloring on here. As you can see, it's all pattern paper. And then I went through and did coloring on top of the pattern paper. That gives you an extra kind of oomph to it as well. You can add dimension. Same thing with the little, so if you can see, they're all on different layers. Can you see that? And then in the castle behind, I did a double layer. So I cut the castle twice. And I put a pattern paper underneath it, and then I put silver glitter paper on top, so it'd give it that look. The background paper is actually a sky paper, so that worked out lovely. And so there it is. So those are 3 of the Create a Card scene dies from Crafter Companion. And I love them. Now I need to do the other 2 because I have not done the Country Fate at all. Now, of course, by the time you have all 5 of these, or even if you have a couple of them and you start mixing stuff together, it's fabulous. And then you can mix other dies. So you'll see it in my Halloween one, if that's before or after this video. But you can add your pictures on top, in the middle, in the back, and just mix them up. I've got some where I have this, and the wisteria piece all mixed up together, and so there's 3 layers of that. It's fun to play with. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, thanks for watching, because I'm babbling. See you guys later, and have a good day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, leave a comment so I know that you're out there. Yeah, because you got to leave comments, otherwise I have no idea that you watched the video. Even if it's a thumbs up or a smile, like a thumbs up emoji, a smile, because we always don't have time to comment, but click the little smile button or the hearts or something like that. That way we know you're out there, and then we could see you. All right, so definitely come along. If you have these dies, show us your items and let's play.